Roger the Wild Child Show is brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. Are you looking for a cool new logo for your business? Do you need some graphics for your new website or blog? Our friends at Prism Design are a premier graphics design company that can handle all your needs. You can find Prism Design Company on Facebook or contact them directly at 618-534-4291. All the great graphics on the Roger the Wild Child Show are brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. And now, the hottest new celebrity interview show in the universe. It's the Roger the Wild Child Show.
Let's get this party started! Ready, set, go!
On the air everywhere.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
It's time for another exciting edition of the Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, along with musician, producer, and real estate investor Darren Sheff and former Playboy Playmate cover girl and centerfold Deborah Driggs.
Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Do this.
Starts right now.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
Hey, how you guys all doing? It is that time again. It is the Roger the Wild Child Show. How you guys all doing? I am Roger the Wild Child, and here we are. Along with me is Darren Sheff and Deborah Driggs, who won't unmute her camera. There she is. Hello.
How did I get muted?
I don't know. You muted it. I think you muted it when you took a phone call before the show.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm in control. I'm glad to know this. So I'm in control of that button.
Yes, you are.
All right.
Somewhat, but I kind of override a lot of things. But if you mute it, guess what? I can't
All right.
unmute you unless
I'm in control. I'm in control of that button. Not a lot of things I'm in control of. I like to know what I am in control of.
Yes. And what are you in control of, Deb?
Nothing.
Apparently. And Darren, he's just deep in thought here.
Oh, wait, there's a sigh with the deep in thought.
Yeah.
I just breathe heavy. You know those people.
Yeah.
I do know those people.
I just kept my mic down so you couldn't hear it all these times. So it's pretty normal.
Cindy DeGeorge says, you go, Deb. You have the power.
I do. I have the new button power. I can mute, unmute. All right. That's going to be my new thing.
And Don Swartz, hello, Wild Child family.
Donnie!
Hello,
Don
Don.
Schwartz.
Hello, Cindy. I have to say, guys, I'm pretty excited because, like, within 24 hours, I'm booking like the most badass
rodeo clowns
show for the end of the year. So on December 26th, which is the day after Christmas, I decided last night that, hey, let's do a year-end holiday show. And let's invite every guest who's been on the show and maybe bring on some surprises. And I've reached out to all the guests this morning. And let me tell you, the response is amazing. So you do not want to miss out on Sunday night, December 26th. We have an all-star lineup of guests. It's probably going to be a 2 to 3 hour show because it is just overwhelming. They all want to come back.
Past guest, right?
Past guests, yes.
Do you hear that,
fun.
people? Do you hear that? Past guests.
Is my buddy Leland going to be there?
Surprise, Sergeant Carter.
You'll find out soon enough.
All right. As long as
I am not releasing the list of names yet, but when I have everything lined up and everything fully confirmed, I will release the lineup of our.
What about my friend Scott Page?
What
about Kenny?
What about my friend Jason?
Your friend Jason has not
your
responded.
friend Jason is my friend Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and my friend Jason.
I'm talking about Jason Bateman, by the way.
Well, Jason Bateman, yeah, he said he's kind of busy for the holidays. He won't be able to make it.
Are we talking Jason Bateman, Ozark? Jason Bateman?
Yeah.
His show got
Silver
canceled.
Spoons, Jason Bateman.
His show got canceled. I love it. Yeah, screw him. His show got canceled.
I love Jason Bateman. He should come on our show.
Wasn't his sister? What was his sister's name? She worked as an actress. She was pretty.
No, she was on Family Ties. Justine Bateman.
Justine, that's right.
Yeah, she was on Family Ties with
My
Michael J.
God,
Fox.
I'm getting old, man. I can't even remember her name.
I seriously did not put that together that they were brother and sister.
Did you know that?
Well, how would you? I mean, literally, he's so famous, and she had this.
Well, but what's weird, Deborah, is that back in the day, the roles were reversed. She was the
one.
Yeah, she was the one. And then
wait, we're not talking about the girl that was on the show Family.
Family Ties with Michael J. Fox.
No.
Yeah, check it out. Do your homework. Google it.
She was on a show called Family. You're talking about Justine Bateman.
She might have been. She was probably on a bunch
She
of things.
She was in that movie with what's her name? Jodie Foster.
Which one? Pull it up, you guys. Pull it up. We're all stupid. We don't even know what
here we go.
people on. Let's see.
Deborah, are you actually Googling?
I am, because I know that you.
She's cheating. Oh yeah,
I'm cheating because Justine was in a show. She was in a movie with I want to say Tatum O'Neal. Tatum O'Neal.
Who's that?
Come on, guys. Come on.
No,
I need help.
Just put her name in there and look at her Wikipedia list. It'll tell you. It'll tell you her top stuff at least. Anyway, it's all good.
So so we're gonna have a great show on the 26th. It's an all-star lineup, and they're still responding to me. So I've been going through emails and getting responses and RSVPs. So you definitely want to have your spiked eggnog that night because it's going to be a long show, and I'm sure there'll be tons of laughs for that show.
It'll be good, man. After we fight with our family members that like to create scenes on Christmas,
right? So you and Jason and Lauren all fight at Christmas dinner?
No, it's always like my mom's newest boyfriend that comes over that gets his ass kicked and beaten every which way you can imagine. That poor guy walks out with his tail between his legs.
I bet. I mean,
yeah, we all have fun, man. Anybody that comes over like that, it's like, oh boy, you got to deal with us. My mom talks us all up. Wait till you meet my sons. That guy never wants to come back. I promise you. It ain't good for the boyfriend. The date of the freaking year. Oh boy. Whew. Those poor people. Anyway, no, we don't fight, man. We're too old to fight. Shit, man. We like to enjoy our lives at this point. Yeah, we're all good, man. That's what's good about us at our age, man. There's no time left to separate. There's just nothing that's that bad. Thank God. I know some families do such horrific things that they can never get over it. I get it, man. And they never talk again. Thank God that's not the way it is. Not
your family, right?
Not at least with me and my brothers,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Guys, I don't see anything where Justin and Jason Bateman are brother and sister.
Well, screw them.
Justine. Justine.
I'm reading her biography. I'm here. I'm with it.
Okay. Hey, Roger.
I don't see.
We freaking got her. We got her. She believed us, and look at she did all that. No, they are. They are. I swear to God, Driggsy, they really are.
Good.
We're gonna look up afterwards. We got to get on here. Frankie's waiting patiently.
Yeah, Frankie's waiting. He's got so much information to talk to us about. So
because guess what? California is going to have an earthquake. He just predicted on Twitter California is having an earthquake in 2022. That's in 6 weeks.
Bring him in. Let's find out.
All right, let's find out what's going on. Here's Frank.
Frankie, the weatherman. Frankie, the weatherman. Who? Frankie. Who? Frankie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald. Frankie, tell us all about it, baby. What you got?
I'm doing great so far. Starting off Sydney, Nova Scotia. Sydney, Nova Scotia, the rest of Nova Scotia is getting a lot of rain on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In Sydney, Nova Scotia, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and Vancouver, British Columbia is getting more rain this week. Wednesday and Thursday, Vancouver, British Columbia is getting so much rain on the west coast of Canada, including Victoria, British Columbia, Lower Mainland. There's supposed to be a lot of rain in Victoria, British Columbia, and its surrounding areas, including Nanaimo, Parksville, Quebec, Beach, Courtney, Comox, Campbell River, Port McNeil, Port Hardy, Donkin, Lady Smith, Soaking, all these places, Port Rainfield, they're getting a lot of rain on the Lower Mainland this week. That's going to damage roads even more. And Houston, Texas, getting a lot of rain on Thursday. Down in Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Corpus Christi, Texas, and northeastern Mexico. They're going to bring so much rain in Texas, including Houston, Texas. Tokyo, Japan's getting a lot of rain right now. There's a cold front going through Tokyo, Japan, because the cold air comes from Russia. It's heading for Tokyo, Japan. And there's an asteroid, 1982 DB, headed towards the Earth on Saturday, December 11, 2021. It's going to bypass the Earth by 2.4 million miles away, which is 3.9 million kilometers away from the Earth.
That's close. Whew.
It is close. So what about this earthquake that Deb was talking about in California?
It's going to bring a big earthquake sometime in 2022. It's going to bring a lot of major earthquakes in California in 2022. And there's another guy named Weather Bill 7. He predicted a mega quake for California in October 2022. That's not my prediction. That's Weather Bill 7's prediction. And one of my predictions says earthquake's going to hit California sometime in 2022. I want everyone in California to lock your dishes in your cupboards. Make sure that when an earthquake happens, when you're indoors, go into tables, go into chairs. When you're outdoors, don't go inside a building. So the earthquake, it will damage buildings, pipes, and it will damage bridges, roads, and things like that.
Frankie, can you demonstrate for us what to do if there's an earthquake?
Go underneath the tables, go underneath the chairs if you're indoors. When you're outdoors, don't go inside a building.
Can you show us how it's done?
Even though you don't have a chair there, you don't have a chair, but just pretend like you do. What would happen?
There's an earthquake going on right now in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Frankie, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Try to hide. I need to hear that there's an even bigger asteroid headed towards the Earth on October the 26th, 2028. 1997 XF11, that's the name of the asteroid, but it's going to miss the Earth on October 26th, 2028. I knew that way back in 2003.
So, if there is... Deb, Driggsy, did you want to say something?
Well, I'd like to know if we could get close to like the roundabout. Like,
yeah.
Are we talking like March to April, April to May? Like, when in 2022 should I not be here?
Yeah, she needs to know when she needs to pack her bags to get to Nashville.
My dates are unknown yet.
You guys,
but the earthquakes are too unpredictable. We can't predict earthquakes.
I can predict there will be a massive earthquake between 2022 and 2032. I guarantee it.
Yes.
So you know.
And did you hear about that? There's a
yada.
There's some other conspiracy theorists, people saying second coming of God coming back, sending rapture and things like that. It's not true.
Oh, you know that? Did you talk to God?
Yeah. Did you have a one-on-one with God?
And ask him.
I did this morning. Didn't go well.
I did too, and he said, "Comb your hair."
Yeah.
Anyway,
he said, "Get your butt out of bed, Driggsy."
And did you hear about that? There's a lot of cold weather.
I'm sorry. I'm putting on a sweater. I'm cold because it is November. Weatherman.
It's November in California. It's 72 now. They're freezing.
I'm usually taking my top off, but this time
I was just gonna say, Deb. I mean, usually it's so hot in here.
In December 2013, Egypt had snow, Libya had snow, Sudan had snow, even Ethiopia had snow, Algeria had snow, Morocco had snow, and Israel had a lot of snow, including Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Saudi Arabia, and all these countries had a lot of snow in December 2013.
Question for you. Let's see. And question for you, Frankie. What about Boise, Idaho? Are we going to get another Snowmageddon this year?
It's your green screen, Drake.
Because lightning, and it's got cold weather heading for the Pacific Northwest. And did you hear about that? Mayan calendar world was supposed to end on December 21st, 2012, but they didn't come through at all.
It's your green screen adjustments.
Yeah, you got to dim your light, Deb.
You got the shirt
God,
on
it's
now?
a lot of work, people.
Yeah, look at you. You look like a...
Right now, California is getting Santa Ana winds. Bring a lot of fires. Fire's going to spread in California. That's going to cause a lot of smoke in Los Angeles. Hot winds going to cause a lot of fires there.
There's a lot going on. Hey, Frankie, can you give us a sound that we can try and mimic you on tonight? Like
yeah,
any,
I
it
can
doesn't
fix
matter.
my green screen because obviously I look like a freak right now.
Go fix your green screen.
Frankie? I'm trying, guys. It's a lot of work.
No, it's not an adjustment. Go into your green screen settings, click on Mic Cam, and then go to green screen. You'll get it. Frankie, in the meantime, what is this special noise, whether it's an animal or a sound that you can do for us?
A boar goes.
Oh my God.
So we're doing a boar. Okay. Do they get any louder than that? Roger, what's your boar sound like?
I'm not doing it.
Oh, Deborah, get out of here. You always say no way, and you do the best one. Let's hear your boar sound.
Okay, ready?
You look
what are
good,
we doing?
so don't worry about it.
What are we doing?
A boar, a hog.
A boar is like a...
Oh, Trixie, that was the best one.
Oh my God.
She's got the freaking thing eating and shit.
I don't even know what's happening. Is my green screen working?
You're fine.
Doing
that. You're good. You look great.
You're the best looking boar out there, man. That was good. That was so damn funny. I could sing, sing myself. Don Schwartz. Oh my God, they're dying from that. Driggsy, wait till you see yours. It's always the best.
It is.
All right, Frankie.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie Down. You're listening to Roger the Wild Child Show.
Good to see you, buddy.
Okay. That's how I sound when I laugh. Me too. When I laugh,
Cookie,
sometimes
that's
I go.
My sweet friend Cookie. Is that? Yeah, people just snort when they laugh. And then they always say, "Excuse me, I didn't mean to do that." It's like, yeah, you did.
No,
Frankie,
you always.
Good to see you, buddy.
All right, Frankie. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Blew it. Try it again, Frankie.
I'm freezing up on my end, guys.
Roger.
Oh, Roger.
Roger.
Oh, Roger.
Roger. Ricky, look at that. 2 out of 3. Get one more try. Roger. Did you see what my friend Cookie Wolski said? Snort and pee.
I
Some people
love
like snort.
Frankie. Okay, here. Let me see. If I just do that, and I just do that. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it, guys.
There's something going on over here.
Yeah, it's all the adjustment of the green screen. You got to slide it a little.
I know, but I mean,
all
I'm
this happened
totally...
when you put the black sweater on. It just
I
really threw
know.
off your
I
color.
gotta take it off. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to take it back off.
Take it off. Throw the jewelry in there and rip the damn thing off.
God darn it!
Freeze to
cold.
death.
I put a sweater on and it ruined the whole thing. All right, everybody, hold on. I gotta get undressed.
Okay.
This will be interesting to see what happens when you take it off.
There. See?
There you go.
We'll live with that. That's okay.
We'll tolerate it.
We'll tolerate that?
Yes,
All right.
for this week.
I just don't know how to get it better. I mean, I have like 3 green screens behind me.
Yeah, it's all in the settings, though.
It's all I know.
It's not even your camera. It's not your camera issue at this point. It's not how close it is or anything else. It's the adjustments on the green screen setting itself. No big deal. It's good enough. Hey.
Okay. Well, it's Thanksgiving this week. It's
Soho
Thanksgiving
Johnny.
this
What's
week.
up, John?
Soho Johnny's in the house. What's up, Soho?
Soho!
Brand new TV show. It's called Soho After Dark. You got to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about. Hi, Johnny. Okay, guys, I have a question. What's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? It is, can you believe this? It is officially, it's like holiday season starting today.
It is.
I'm watching videos where people are putting up their damn Christmas trees. I'm like, I'm not ready.
Well,
do you have your Christmas tree up?
Mine's been there all year.
Mine's
You don't take it down.
He's one of those that has it's too lazy to take down Christmas decorations.
I just live in Nashville, I mean, it's great. I have one, we actually have this bag, you put it in and you roll it out to the garage. We never got it rolled out. It's been sitting in the bag the whole year and right in my living room. It's remarkable.
We got Cookie, who's Martha Stewart. She's like, I'm cooking and overeating.
Well, that's my friend Cookie Wolski there, man. She said overeating, but she's you're Italian and she makes the most incredible Italian cookies. I'm telling you right now on the planet.
That's right. Soho at night. Did I say Soho After Dark? I mean Soho at night. That's the name of the show.
Soho at night, and that is our friend Johnny, who's in Soho, New York.
Yes.
So I've just been anyway. To get back to your question, what are we doing? Well, right now.
Yes.
For the last week, I have been inundated at the Nolensville feed mill, my market in Nolensville, the historic feed mill, because we sell spiral cut hams, half the price of honey baked, twice as good. And, and no joke, fire glazed, they're incredible. And so everybody's ordering their cinnamon rolls from us. We're famous for that. When you get out here, I'm going to put some pounds on you. You got to try our fried pies.
I'll be out there in January for a weekend. So
well, good. Yep. I'm going to put some weight on you.
Like I need anymore.
You do, man. Get rid of your bitch hips. Anyway, so we got.
I'm going to throw a Lila Sklar at you.
Although I will indulge in a cinnamon roll for sure.
I'm telling you, we're famous for them. If you Google Nolensville feed mill cinnamon rolls, you'll just see people go crazy. We sell about probably 18 to 2,004 packs of those every single Thanksgiving.
That's no joke.
Mm-hmm. And sadly, they don't ship, or we'd be shipping them. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been to the store every day. I mean, it's just crazy, and they're just ringing people up. This is the time of the year.
It's got to be so fun. I just know that whole area, the whole Leapers in Franklin area is so lit up right now, and I'm so jealous because I really want to be there.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it's like through the historic district of Nolensville. Everybody's starting to put all their stuff out. So it's fun. So while I'm doing that, I won't know what I'm doing. Me and Cindy just get out of the store because it's just, nonstop. And it's great. You're being of service to the community and they love you and they love your stuff. So we're just going to come to my house and my mom's got some new date that she wants to bring over. And I feel sorry for that poor guy. Wait till he gets around us. Oh, God.
I would love to be a fly on the wall in the chef household on Thanksgiving.
Here's the horrible thing, though. When we were younger, maybe in our 20s, 30s, these guys were probably in their 20s and 30s that she'd bring over. I'm no joke. But now my mom's 84, and these guys that she's bringing over are probably right around that age. This guy's got a patch on the eye and all this stuff, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Wait, your mom lives in Tennessee?
Yeah, she sure does.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but for the people that don't know, my mother was married 9 times, and that's no joke. And she has a book 9 times. Yeah, she has a book out called You Can't Marry Them All. And I told her, I said, Mommy, you should have said, even though I tried. But she went for another Hollywood stories. And she had to kind of keep everything, the names of the people that she's talking about, which are big celebrities, anonymous. That was great, Driggsy. Oh, anonymous. Okay.
Yeah.
Last episode. But I can't mention the name of this because it's anonymous. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. But anyway, so we're just going to be at my crib side. Yeah.
Can we wrap
9
our head
times,
around
man.
that?
I
can't even get my husband number 2.
So people go, yeah, you're through. Number 2, you're through.
You're done. You out.
I can't even
Check
get
the locks from outside.
2.
Hey, number 2, you're through. Check the locks from outside. Tell me if they work. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to say the poor guy's name. You're through. Anyway, what are you doing, Driggsy? What are you going to be doing?
What am I going to be doing? So my kids are going to go and spend with my husband's family, and I am going to go to Canyon Lake, and I'm going to be with my cousins. And then I think I'm going to go to Santa Barbara, and then I think I'm going to drive to. I'm going to do like a whole unique thing.
You're just gonna go pamper yourself for the holidays.
I think I'm just really not into I like the food, but I'm not into I can't eat all those carbs. So yeah. I don't cook. Although my daughter, I will tell you this, my daughter is a vegan chef, and 3 years ago, we were reminding ourselves about it. She reminded me that 3 years ago, she did all Thanksgiving, all vegan, and it was probably one of my favorites because I loved all the food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like all that heavy stuff.
That sounds good.
It makes you sleepy.
It's nice. You eat a few lettuce wraps with some freaking garbanzo beans in there and some lettuce wraps, and you're like so starving afterwards.
Some pomegranate seeds
on the fillet of fish or some shit. Because you go,
you sprinkle pomegranate seeds on everything.
What do you do?
You sprinkle pomegranate seeds on everything. It's all good.
Doesn't that sound filling? Like, yeah, it's like you eat that shit and you spend $100 at these fancy restaurants for this little portion about that big, and you're like, take me to McDonald's. I'm a vegetarian. I'll just eat 20 fillet of fish sandwiches with extra tartar sauce. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. On the next episode of Roger the Wild Child Show, Deborah Driggs will talk about healthy eating for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
How to set yourself up for the next binge.
First course is butternut squash soup, pureed.
Oh God.
Boring.
No, actually, if you get that right, it is really good. But it still makes you want.
And you do the roasted croutons in it, so good. And then a salad with pomegranate. And then I'm just not into all the heavy potato. Here's the thing, it fills you up.
That's horrible. And you get to our age and you want to sleep afterwards. You know what? So I'm with you. I'll go for the wedge salad though, man, with all the blue cheese and all that bacon. Yeah, I mean, I could handle that. Anyway.
The holidays is always all based around food. And I'm always it's usually not the food I want to eat. So
no Cindy DeJours. They don't go to McDonald's afterwards. They can't anymore. They don't have any employees.
That's true. Oh. Let me tell you, here's what I predict with this whole thing with people not wanting to work. Here's what's going to happen. I know because I have a retail store. And all of my vendors' prices are going up. They can't get glass. They can't get this. So all the prices are going up. So all these people that don't want to work because they think they got it good with their stimulus check or their unenjoyment, if they collect both the unenjoyment and stimulus and say it equates to, let's just hypothetically say $2,000. Pretty soon, they're going to walk into a store because all the prices are through the roof, and they're going to go, wow, my $2,000 is getting me a quarter of what I used to get, and that's going to force them to go to work because they're not going to be able to afford Cindy. Now, they're not going to be able to afford. They're going to go, wait a minute, man. A year ago, I could get a whole shopping cart full of stuff. Well, once the prices go up, it's like, no, bitch, you ain't getting that. You're going to get a quarter of what that shopping cart was, and you're going to have to get your ass out there and hustle. Anyway, that's my take. That's my prediction. Forget the weather. That's an economical prediction. You watch.
Hey, somebody muted me.
I did. I did because I keep hearing a little feedback.
Oh, okay.
So turn down your speaker a little bit.
Keep your
How's
clothes on.
that?
Just turn down your speaker. It's like grabbing on the.
How's that? All right.
What's up, buddy?
Where's our guest?
He's right there. It just snuck in on us. Thank God
Yeah.
it was an accident.
Yeah.
Get you in here instead of us chirping. Everybody. Hey, how do people botch your name, Rob? What do they say for the last name? Do they just get it right?
All kinds of things.
Let's hear some.
Well, a lot of times they add an I after the end, so Jankowski.
Oh, like the kicker.
Football player named Jankowski and stuff. But yeah, it's Jankowski.
Did they ever say
say
like Jankowski or something?
Oh, all kinds of
Spanish thing
different.
with a Jankowski.
Yeah. So
anyway, say hi to Rob, everybody. This is Rob. Yeah, Rob. That's
Hi,
Roger
Rob.
up there. He normally says he normally introduces people, but I'll just take the role right now.
Okay,
Debbie.
go for it.
Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Rob.
Rob
What's going on,
Jankowski just joined us, everyone.
yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Writer, producer, actor, pretty good looking guy. I say
Pretty good.
we're going to hear his story and his background in the entertainment business.
Yeah. No, one thing I want to point out, though, is it's funny when he was doing the weather, he was talking about earthquakes. And PA, we don't really get a lot of earthquakes. I'm from outside of Philly, PA. But a week ago, we actually had 3 earthquakes in 1 week. So that was really
that's crazy.
Yeah, small ones, but it's still odd for
How big were they?
Oh, they were small. I forget. Like, what is this? Like 1s and 2s. They were
2-point tree?
Enough you could hear them and feel them a little bit, but
Those are our aftershocks.
Yeah,
Oh, pretty much, right?
that's true.
yeah.
Right. And
That's
if you're
the big
not
ones
used
for
to them,
us.
though, a 2-point, if you're not used to an earthquake, a 2-point tree, I'm going New York,
Yeah.
and you're calling it tree instead of 3. A 2-point tree would scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, because even that, it makes a noise. You feel it and it makes a noise. So it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
it was odd. I just wanted to point that out. So yeah, I was saying in the pre, but really about 3 years ago, I started getting back into everything with the business here, the entertainment business. I started when I was a kid, teenager. So I fell in love.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, so before then, though, I fell in love with film and movies on TV, just like in general. Just because, like, when I'd watch them, especially when I was a young teenager, around like 13, I was started getting into some bad things and bad friends at the time, and films really would like change your mood and get you through the day to the next day. And that's when I realized that entertainment can like completely change people's moods. It can persuade them. It makes a difference inside you. Some people don't even realize it's happening when it's happening, but and I fell in love with that. And I knew then that I wanted to be in the entertainment industry as I got older. But yeah, 17 is when I got my first Philly manager agent. So some stuff started falling in line there. By 18, I started going to New York City for some things. And I found a boutique talent manager there that had, he was bi-coastal with LA as well. He had a client in LA that was looking for a roommate. So he actually lined the whole thing up, and I was going to move to LA at that time. But, when it came push to shove, I didn't have a lot of money, and I was kind of on my own at that time already without support system per se. So I kind of just chickened out. I never took that leap at that time. But
hey, Rob,
yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but really quickly before we go on to touch one of those points that you just brought up, and one of the chat people are asking, I wanted to know too, like, do you remember any of the TV shows or movies that were in that time frame, that pivotal moment of that crazy teenager that might have influenced you, besides Star Wars? I mean, besides Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer, yeah. No, I mean, I was at that exact moment that I was just speaking of. I mean, it was throughout my whole teenage years, but at that moment, some of it was like Disney movies that were on TV at the time. But as I was a little bit older, like 15 years old, and I was into some things, so I thought I was cool with this movie, but like Scarface, a lot of Al Pacino films. I just loved how it would make me like look forward to the next day and keep me moving. So But a lot of Denzel Washington films, a lot of Al Pacino films. Those are basically like my two top actors as influencers for me. But
you know
yeah,
what's
they're
crazy
great.
about Al Pacino? It's like, you know, you see him in Scarface, and then you see him do the role in Sense of a Woman, and it was just like totally a contrast of those two movies. I mean, he's such an amazing actor, you know, and I would love to see him still. I mean, if he could still do some acting even to this day, I would definitely still watch his movies.
Yeah, well, he still is. I mean, he's doing like TV series now and a lot of different stuff. He's just in the new Gucci movie, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was great. He was great back in the day. He was really influential during Scarface. We all did a bunch of blow after watching that. Going, man, this is cool.
I went to
just lined up our big half-gram gator tails. Here we go. You try this, buddy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. But
I used to wear a Scarface shirt with Al Pacino's face right on the front and walk around with it. But
you guys want to see something really funny? Go Google Al Pacino with Chicago. He came out on stage with the band Chicago, and he's up there. You can check it out later, but you know, it is funnier than crap, man. He loved the band, and he showed up and came out on the stage, and he's out there singing something with them. It's wild. Anyway, Rob, sorry, buddy.
No, you're good. You're good. So at that point, I chickened out of going there, so I stayed more local to Philly. And then I ended up running into a woman who is my wife now. And by like 21, I already had my first kid. So life started changing dramatically for me. Acting kind of got put on hold a little bit. I still did some things off and on. Are you
sorry, Rob?
You're good.
He pulled that up.
If you get it, play it.
Is that with Al?
Yeah, Al's out on the stage. I think that look at those people, man. They're just like, they can't believe there he is. Look at him, man. They're like, they're going crazy.
Rouse the crowd up.
Yeah, it's like, wow, screw Chicago. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at that lady picking her ear wax and everything, and that guy on the right in the red shirt, like, oh my God, honey, look at that. Anyway. It's like, honey, let's go home and do some things. What do you say? Anyway, Rob, that was like a horrible thing to do because you're talking about your first child and everything else.
It's all
so
good.
That's a big deal, man. So you were 21 when you had your first child?
Yeah, so family started acting I put on the back burner for now at that time. I still did my own things and little things local for a while, but it was about 3 years ago. It's like a year before COVID, I guess. I decided I was unhappy. I did my own businesses throughout time, but I was miserable.
What kind of businesses?
I've had for a long time. I had a landscape company. I sold that now. I have a home improvement construction company still. I owned ice cream shops and malls.
Oh, great, man.
I have the Dream Entertainment Productions, which is my production company that I started.
Look at this guy. He's got the entrepreneurial spirit.
I've always had that. And that's why I like the producing side of stuff. Because producing is like the business. It's the business side of things. And I'm good at that. So
I love it.
But yeah, I was into it for like a year, and then COVID hit, kind of destroyed stuff. So what I did was I had a couple original screenplays, and we were already in pre-production on one that was going to be the first of my production company's productions, which was called Attached Paranormal, which was a lot different in the original screenplay than what the final product was because of COVID. But we knew that would be the easiest as our first feature film for our production company because it's horror. The horror genre translates very well into every country. It's an easier film, not that it's easy, but an easier genre film to produce and try to make money with, to go on to bigger, better things in the future. So we're already in pre-production on that. COVID hit, and at the time, everyone was kind of, what the heck's going on? We don't know. How long is it going to be? Blah, blah, blah. So I didn't want to sit around and do nothing. So I made some phone calls. We decided we're going to basically rewrite the script, simplify it. We turned it into a found footage style of a shoot, so that way we'd have minimal crew on set at the time. So and we just dramatically simplified the whole script in order to be able to pull it off during COVID shutdown. So when we started filming, a lot of productions, unless they were under the radar, were shut down. You weren't supposed to be filming at the time. So,
oh wow!
But yeah, we shot it, we got it done, and we got it out there now. So it's a great feat, for us, especially that was our first, feature length production for my company.
What's the name of the film?
Oh, Attached Paranormal.
Oh yeah. Well,
and that came out in 2021, right?
It just came out.
Yeah.
October 26th is when it released. Yep. It's in like 60 countries on multiple platforms. It's on Apple Plus, Amazon Prime, iTunes, Microsoft, Google Play. It's on Fandango, Vudu.
Wow.
I can't even like there's places it's on I didn't even know it was going to be on. So
is it in 60 different languages too?
No, it's it's all American. So the next step we're gonna get foreign subtitles and stuff made to release, because there's still a couple countries like China and a couple others that we're not in because of the foreign subtitling. So that's the next step with it. But
China.
Yeah. We're happy with it so far. So
China. So
oh my
that's
God.
awesome, man. You know what? Listen, Teresa Sabin's perving out on you, man. Look at her brains, looks, and an awesome voice. That's great.
Yeah. We follow each other on Twitter. So
all the ladies in here are like going, wow, look at this guy. All the women are, they usually do that with me, but you take the stage tonight. That's okay. I don't mind sharing it every once in a while.
Yeah, you got to share it.
And Roger usually gets it. I come in a second.
Yeah.
Deborah, she's in her own world over there.
Oh yeah.
But
I was told to sit in my corner and be quiet.
And you're doing a good
That's
job.
no fun, though.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
What color are your fingernails there, honey?
Wicked.
They are like insane. Look at
they
those.
black or purple?
Wow.
I can't tell.
They're black.
They're black. Okay.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Ooh, purpley.
They're purpley.
Purpley.
They're very purpley.
Nice.
They match our background.
Yes,
They do. They do.
See,
If
they
you put-
blend in with the background.
With the red. That's awesome.
It's so not about me though right now.
Right. It's all about Rob. And so, Rob, what future projects are you working on right now?
So our next film that we're starting pre-production on is a completely different genre. It is a cop genre, it's a cop. Well, I guess a cop drama, but it's more on. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give out any hidden details. But basically, I don't
talk about it. What else is going on?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I talk about it. I just don't want to get into big details. But I mean, I don't want to stick to one genre. So we basically have a bunch of stuff in the pipeline, and it's a lot of different stuff. So we have some documentary stuff that we're going to be working on. Basically have a screenplay in the works for almost every genre, because like I said, I don't want me or my production company to be stuck with, you get pinned. Some people get pinned with just like horror and do a couple of horrors in a row, and then no one will ever take you serious in another category. So
yeah,
I'm trying to change it up. Everyone I do is going to be something different each time.
That's true. But I have switched categories in the pornography industry. That's the one you can really get away from like one category and get into the next, and people are cool with it. They don't well, that guy's really good at this, but then you jump into this over here, like maybe two people, three people. I'm like, oh man, he does a good job there. I was surprised, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, one day I was watching Darren, on Skinamax, and then I was watching Tom and Jerry the next day, and boom, there's Darren.
Well, you know what? He looked familiar. I think a year or two ago, I saw one of the porn Grinch specials.
That was me.
And Whoville. It looked like you. Yeah.
Whoville.
That's right. You saw that? Wow, that's incredible, man. That's the first time I got noticed. But thank you. That's an honor. I mean, who knew of all things this would be the space? Thought if I was walking down the street or at the movie, somebody go, "Weren't you the porn Grinch guy?" But you got it, man. That's awesome. Look at Cindy DeGeorge is like, what? We're just kidding, Cindy. Cindy, we're just kidding. She's all perving out. I want to see this. Anyway.
Right?
Yeah, so there's a lot
a
lot of things in the works coming up, and I'm just glad to be finally back into it and pushing it more full time.
Right.
I also bounce around. Besides doing my own stuff, I still audition. I have an agent. I audition all the time and things like that for commercials, TV spots, different things. And that, I mean, it's not an easy business, whether you're on the producing side or the acting side, the directing side, doesn't matter. It's a very hard business to get into, first of all, and then it's very hard. Even once you're in it, it's very hard to keep it going and stay current because they're always looking for a new material, a new face, new actor, new actress. They're always looking for the next big or new thing. So you definitely got to stay current. And that's one of the reasons why this time around I wanted to open up my own production company, because I can stay somewhat in charge of my own destiny per se. I'm just reading Ron Howard book that he just came out with The Boys. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but he said the same thing in that. When he was a young child actor, a teenage actor, he realized that in order for him to have a lifelong success in the entertainment industry, he was gonna need to be in charge of it. And that's why one of the reasons why he went to directing is so that he can be in charge with his own company and direct. So
and he formed probably one of the biggest production deals of all time ever with Brian Grazer with Imagine Entertainment. I mean, he couldn't have picked a better partner, because they have done more movies than anybody.
Oh yeah.
And award-winning movies as well. But no, and his career is definitely one to be really like, if you were going to mentor a career, look at somebody's career. His is definitely the one, because he started out as a kid on Andy Griffith's show and literally built his way into not only being a really good actor, but a producer, director. I mean, he's directed
a lot. Yeah.
I mean, he really educated himself too on the whole business.
Yep.
Whenever I look at people like that, where I'm like, oh, you really look at their whole pie, like the whole thing. And his personal life speaks volumes too. He's got an amazing, his whole, the way he lives his life is admirable.
If you read the book, you learn that he was taught all of that from his parents. His parents were actors and an actress, and they taught him to be very frugal, not to waste your money, save your money. Because he was making, it was funny in the book because he was comparing himself as a kid to a bunch of professional baseball players, and they were making like $55,000 a year at the time. And he figured out his income, and he was like six figures already. And he just thought that was ridiculous. So he was a kid making six figures at the time when professional baseball player was making like 55. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And professional baseball players, their career was so unknown, because if they got injured, they were completely, that was it. Your time was up, So it's very fortunate. But we had actually on our show a few weeks back Don Most, who played Ralph Malph on Happy Days, and so it was great hearing some of his stories and just to see his career. He has kept a very nice career going for himself as well. All those guys.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I want to be. I want to be, I love being in front of the camera, but also behind the camera. So, and I have some projects I'll put myself in my own projects, and there's some that I'm not gonna. So, even though you want to be an actor, you can't always play every role. So,
right.
How do you get around living in Pennsylvania and working in the business? Like, how does that,
obviously I'm like 2 hours from NYC. So there is a decent amount that goes on in Philly. There's stuff that goes on in New York. There's stuff that goes on up and down the whole East Coast. But, and that was another reason of me starting my own production company, because I can control where I shoot. I can shoot local in an area. And there's actually a studio that just opened not far from me, that just opened about a year ago. So I think there's going to be a lot more going on over the next, from now to the next 20 years on the East Coast, because there's a lot more stuff, a lot more studios popping up, and a lot more going on here.
Well, I know Atlanta is huge right now
very busy. Yeah.
Very busy, and Nashville's kind of starting to get a little momentum, but not like Atlanta. Atlanta's huge for film and TV.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there right now, but it's tough. Like I said, it's tough. No matter where you live, it's tough. The thing is, even if I moved to LA, even if I would have went when I was supposed to go, I wasn't mentally ready at that time. I think I would have went there and I would have got into a lot of the wrong shit, and I would have just probably cracked at that point. But
what is some of the wrong shit? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Well,
what is the wrong shit? Like fighting people and robbing?
I was
them?
already into the wrong shit as a teenager, so let's put it that way. I was always drawn easy to bad. Let's just say,
Yeah, I think we all were, man.
Yeah.
You weren't alone, buddy.
So, but no, I mean, like, there's a lot of
Never was for sure.
I mean, you're in the porn business. You saw Casting Couch, right?
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's why I did my own thing so I could control my
I had-
destiny.
I
I
had
was the
very-
producer.
I
and
have
the actor
several
and director.
several pairs of knee pads.
You still have the ones I gave you? That's incredible. Those are 40 years old. Way
I have knee pads that go way back.
Time
Drinksy.
ago.
It's
a
tough though. I
long way
mean,
back.
even now,
I
comparing
can
it
talk
to
about
now,
those knee pads all day long.
Quick question for you. Cindy
Yeah.
DeGeorge on Facebook is asked, do you know M. Night Shyamalan?
I don't personally know him, but I do talk with
Oh, that's a
his
guy,
one
okay.
producer is Cynthia. I do talk to her quite a bit about things. So yeah, I was hoping to meet him at my premiere. I actually invited them to the premiere of my movie, but they had just started filming down south in Florida on their next film, so they weren't able to make it. So I was hoping to meet him there, but they weren't
Cindy
able to
DeGeorge
make
is a hardcore Philly girl, man. She is like hardcore, Daryl Hall, man, the whole
Yep.
Philly kind of soul vibe. And she's like across the music, the film stuff. She's a Philly girl, man. She's like insane with stuff.
What about Sharon Pickerstein?
Ask her.
What?
Sharon Pickerstein?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know that?
Pickerstein. Good Lord. Put that up there so we can. Oh, yeah. Pinkerson.
Oh, Pinkinson. She
Pinkinson.
said originally
Oh.
Sharon Pickerstein, and then she said Pinkinson from Philly Film Office.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually deal with the film office in Philly that much. I'm outside. I'm closer to Reading, so I deal with like stuff local to Reading a lot more. And I do stuff in Philly. Like I was just on the film a couple weeks ago for Hustle, which is a new Adam Sandler film. That was all completely done in Philly. I worked on that in the fall, and then I was on it again a couple weeks ago when they wrapped up. But
Nice.
I don't directly deal with the Philly film office that much.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you can be like in your space and control your destiny. What a great time. I mean, it didn't used to be that way.
No.
And it's great that people can do that now. I have friends that do that. My friend William Shockley, who was, he does a lot of stuff like that too. He was in, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, is, Hank Lawson. And he produces all these films here in Nashville. It's incredible, man, with all these great people, and directs them. And same thing, man. It's not like, okay, my career's over. I mean, this guy, and he's not always in the movies. He's behind the scene, and he's just one after another. The guy's always doing something great and incredible. The
you
spirit
pretty
is
much
through
have
the
to.
roof.
I mean, like when I audition, even if I audition for something that is, say, a regional, a local commercial or something, I mean, I'm still up against 8,000 people. It's there's so many people out there today that are doing it. It's tough. So being in control, I can be behind the camera, but I can also write a character for myself to be in front of the camera, do both of what I love, the passion for both, and get it done. And then I have the business side to get it done. Because there's a lot of people that even said, how did you get your first feature film out there on so many platforms, the first film, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I just know how to get things done. I know how to talk to people. I know how to sell things. And
You're from Philly, of course you do. Hey, check this out over here.
Yeah.
Got a new film here. Listen to it. I break your legs. Yeah, they do it.
Yeah.
That's New York, not
South Philly, yeah. Oh, they're there too, but
hey, you take a listen to this. Give me 2-3 minutes. I break your fucking legs.
You sound like Rocky Balboa right there. You're like,
yeah. Adrian. That's awesome, though. That's good, man. What a great thing to be able to control all that. It's.
Oh, I love it.
Especially if you're a control freak, man. What a wonderful
I'm
thing.
not a control freak.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying if anybody is, they have
full control. That's not always a good thing, though, either.
Incredible control freak on the planet.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. You're right.
I love passing the reins.
I didn't mean that towards you, Rob.
No. But I'm just saying in general, it's nice when you're a producer, because that's part of your job too, is to hire other producers and team and the whole crew and get everything done. You pass the baton, let the right people do the right thing at the right time. So yeah, that's what we're actually starting to do is on the pre-production of our next film. It's going to be a lot bigger because I'm shooting for at least $5+ million budget on the next one, and way bigger distribution, the whole deal. So
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything in line now. Starting to look at the crew members and other producers and.
Well, Deb and I are down for any extra roles if you need.
Deborah's an incredible actress. She's done a lot of good things, and Cinnamon and lots of cool things. So,
yeah, Cinnamon.
I just for me now, I'm not going to work too much here in LA because I'm not getting the vaccine. So unfortunately in LA, you're not working unless you're vaccinated.
You have it, yeah. So none of you have it.
I don't.
Okay.
I have it, and I do it because I do Uber too.
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, I'm not. You don't have to tell me. I'm not asking, but I do personally have it mainly because of work. You're not allowed, like Netflix. The Hustle set for Adam Sandler was all Netflix. You're not allowed on set unless you have your vax card. So
I know
it's all good, man. Yeah, I have the antibodies. So
yeah, it's personal choice for me. That's how.
As soon as Deborah moves to Nashville, she can go to Philly and start working on your films. So
yeah,
perfect.
There you go.
But anything in LA. I mean, I worked on a film a few months back, but they were not. It was all. We just had to get COVID tested, but now everything is.
Yeah, required.
It says when I go on all the casting, when I get the notifications, do not submit unless you're vaccinated.
Fully vaccinated. Yep. Yeah, it's
so
the way it's going.
Well, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave in.
It's okay.
I'm not a big vaccine person.
And and guess what? It unfortunately, because we're in a business where that's just kind of you. There's no choice. My daughter's a musician. She had to do it to go on tour, and it's just what it is. But I don't need to work in that arena. I like to do it creatively, but I'm not going to do something.
Not gonna change your own personal choice for that. So
no vaccinations are required to be on the Roger the Wild Child show. So
that's
just
good.
Yeah.
What's your plans for the holidays, Rob?
Such close proximity.
Plans for holidays is
I went in to get. Oh, sorry.
No.
I was just going to tell you guys, I went in to get vaccinated, and I came out, and they actually snipped me. They snipped me down below and did the wrong thing. I was like, no, vaccinated. And now I'm like, oh my God, can't even.
Yeah.
So you're wearing a mask on both ends now.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Don't.
right.
Be quiet.
Holidays
now.
for Rob.
That's
How
my
does that
secret.
look like for you?
Yeah, we're just staying here. So normally we go down to my dad's in North Carolina, but last year because of COVID, we didn't go. And then it was kind of nice to just be home and do it simpler. So this year we're doing the same thing. We're just staying home, keeping it simple and relaxing, and that's it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
That'll be nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had a vaxectomy. It was interesting. Sorry.
Sounds interesting. Yeah.
That's why I'm not getting one. They're
You don't
tricking
need
me.
a vaccectomy, Deborah.
They're going to give me a
You get a
vaccectomy.
hystervaxomy.
I don't want it.
You want a hystervaxomy?
Oh man.
Sorry.
No, I
No, it's
have
all
all the
good, man.
antibodies. My body's doing just great.
Antibodies.
Look, that's how it is. My family, I got it. My wife ended up getting it because she just chose to. I have a 15-year-old. A 15-year-old daughter that just literally like last week decided because all her friends are getting it, she wanted to get it, so she got the first round. But my son, I have a 13-year-old son, and he wants nothing to do with it. He won't get it, and we won't make him get it. I mean, it's personal choice.
Yeah.
If you want to get it, if you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Who cares?
No, it should be completely like anything else. If I go to Africa and, you go to the doctor before you go to Africa and they give you all these options of things that you can be vaccinated for. You can do all of it. You can do the whole menu or you can do a couple, whatever.
Some of it, yeah.
And it's the same thing. It's like you put the menu out there and if people want to do it, great. But to have people like, oh, what are your peppers? It's like, really? We live in that world now?
Yeah.
Some people are okay with that, some aren't, but so
I would say that it's really starting to show up now because I'm noticing because LA is so completely.
Yeah.
We're so, my son's visiting from Texas and he's like, oh my God, everywhere you go, you have to wear a mask. But we're seeing now that people are getting really, really tired because now it's really affecting. It's really the effects of this are now really starting to happen.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not good because a lot of people are just going completely out of business now. They can't sustain themselves. And people are just walking off jobs and leaving LA.
Too. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I've some people ask me, they're like, oh, in a couple of years from now, if things start taking off, a couple of years from now, and your kids are all grown up, do you plan on moving back out to LA again? And I don't know. In today's day and age, you don't really have to.
No.
And I don't think I would. I mean, I think like go there once in a while if you have to go there for an audition or something, if it's like a callback or you're definitely getting the part or something. But yeah, I don't think I have any intention of ever moving there.
No.
So
you know what though?
I have no plan to move to LA. I mean, I got family living over there. And honestly, I mean, between the high prices of cost of living over there and now with the government trying to control so much in California compared to all the other states, why everybody's leaving? See, I'm in Boise, Idaho, and so everybody's leaving and selling their houses and coming to Boise, and our market is going up because of that. Yes. Yep. And so I'm kind of forced to move out of Boise and live in Darren's basement in Nashville. So, I mean, that's just how it's going to happen.
You're not saying much, Darren. What do you think about that?
You know what? I'm just kind of listening, but really honestly, even though I have the antibodies and stuff, if I walk in somewhere and they, I can see people that are a little uncomfortable, they want a mask on, I don't mind putting one on, just to, if it's the right environment. I want to make the choice, and I usually do because I want people to be comfortable too. So, I mean, it's one of those things, man. It's like I just don't want to be told. Like I know it's like a kid, but I want to do, I want to make people comfortable too. So even though I feel like I'm pretty safe,
I just feel sorry for all the people.
My ego's not that big.
I feel sorry for the service people, the people that have to live in those masks for 8 hours or more a day.
Oh, God, I can't do it. I can't do it. No way.
And I just thank them every time. Like even today when I met some friends for brunch and all the waiters wearing their masks. And I'm like, dude, I just feel for you so much because it's ridiculous. Shouldn't be that way.
Oh yeah. It's tough breathing in your own hot air all day, but
no, shouldn't be that way.
Absolutely not.
No, but I was talking more, Darren, about Roger moving into your basement.
Yeah, you know what? He's trying to with his whole family. And it's not just Roger. It's all of his 10 kids and his freaking 3 ex-wives and the current one. And I don't mind. You know what? I mean, it's kind of give me my Christmas gift, to do something nice.
That's a nice gift, yeah.
Thank you, Darren. People from, I appreciate
Idaho. No problem.
Idaho.
My basement's
They're known for potatoes, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. And see, Idaho, and what I like about it is, I will say, on New Year's Eve, we do the Great Potato Drop. Okay? So New York drops the big ball or whatever. We drop a potato. At midnight. Yes. We got a big crane with a big potato, and it drops.
That's
the
awesome,
excitement is just, it's too much for me to handle.
It's a lot. And you know what we do in Nashville? You know what we do in Nashville?
What's that?
At midnight, we drop a smoked brisket. It's fucking insane, man.
I'm in for that.
It's like insane brisket just drop right out of the sky.
Nice.
Smoked
I would eat
brisket
that
from
over
Martin's
turkey.
Barbecue. Incredible.
I think we should have that for turkey for Thanksgiving. We should have
instead
brisket.
of turkey, yeah.
Brisket instead of turkey.
Then that would be
I like
that
a
would
prime
become my
rib
favorite
for
meal.
crying out loud.
I love prime rib.
We do it all. Prime rib, spiral cut ham, throw it all in there. Gluttonous.
I love
Rob, What are you guys gonna do? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
What? I already answered that.
There, get the wax out of your ears.
Oh, maybe I was muted or something.
Dara, we covered that.
Yeah.
I'm staying home. We're staying home, taking it easy.
Going in and out. I can't.
Yeah.
You're all good.
All right, guys. Everybody have a magical Thanksgiving.
Rob Jankowski, I want to thank you so much for joining us, taking some time.
Thanks.
I'm gonna watch the Paranormal movie, so I want to see what it's all about.
Attached Paranormal. Oh, one thing I didn't say though is we went a little old school with it. So we went back to like almost when it was like silent films, early talkie films. So it's a lot slower pace. A lot of the newer horror and the found footage paranormals, there's so much going on right away that I used to ghost chase as a teenager too. And stuff didn't line up. Like a lot of times you're not finding stuff right away. It's not reacting right away. It takes a while. So it follows more of a realistic timeline of events, a little slower pace, kind of old school with the older films. But Attached Paranormal on multiple platforms. Go to any of the platforms you
Rob,
use.
because I need to ask you this too.
You froze.
Okay, Darren.
Hey, Rob, I need to ask you this too. What do you do, by the way? I'm just kidding. They're going, no, he doesn't remember Thanksgiving. What do you do, by the way? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry, my
audio's cutting in and out like you can't believe over here. I think it's my intercourse connection, but it's insane, man. It's like going in and out. I can hear you 1 minute, I can't hear the next.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're going, we already answered that. I'm like, really? Like, who? Anyway, it's all good.
That's fine.
All right, Rob, thank you so much for joining. You and your family have a great Thanksgiving. And
you guys too. Thanks for having me.
And hopefully we can have you back on in
Thanks,
2022.
Rob.
Or on December 26th, we're inviting all of our guests back to do a special end of the year show. So if you're available,
come back on.
Come back on and join us.
Yeah, I'll be on.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Perfect.
Right,
yeah.
Thanks for having me.
You'll meet all the past guests.
Yeah.
But you
Sounds
can come
good.
back and say hi to Rob Jankowski. Yeah.
Jankowski.
Jankowski.
All right. All right, Jankowski. We'll talk to you later, bud.
All right. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh. Okay, so great show. A lot of fun. Great guest. Definitely want to check out his film, Attached Paranormal. And we're going to see all the other great projects that he's going to be coming out. So he's a star on the rise. I definitely see that coming.
Yeah.
So I appreciate him taking his time. So I want to wish everybody a great Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey, prime rib, sprinkle the what stuff, Deb?
Pomegranate.
Yeah, that's
pomegranate.
Right. Yeah.
Butternut squash soup,
Sprinkle that on your
pomegranate.
turkey and mashed potatoes. That should be great.
I do like stuffing though. That's terrible. I could eat a whole thing of stuffing.
Right?
I know.
Thanksgiving is carbs day, okay?
It's carb day. I know.
That's the worst, isn't it? That's that.
All right. Well, you guys,
But I'm
happy
with you. I could go
Thanksgiving.
stuffing all day. Screw the potatoes. Screw all the others.
All right, guys. We're out of here. You guys all out there, have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you next Sunday with country artist Kathy Joy. All right? It'll be a great show. So join us then, guys. For Darren and Deborah, I'm Roger the Wild Child. Peace out.